Hello beautiful Libras, how are we doing? Thank you for joining me, Lorien, at Wellington, which for your October 2020 reading. Really hoping this is going to be helpful for you lovely people. This is for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising. So do feel free to check out your main three. Okay, let's go. So Libra, what are we starting with? Okay, recognition and reward. Very nice. I see this as compliments. I see this as people being very communicative with you about how you are kind of transcending things. Your friendship and your community should be doing pretty well around this time. Bearing in mind that we start the month with a full moon in Aries, you may be feeling very powerful around this time. And in the middle of the month, we do have Mercury going into retrograde along with the new moon in Libra. So with this kind of awkward middle of the month, you may start out feeling really good, at least. And this seems to be coming through with a very big sense of achievement as well. I feel for a lot of you, you are probably going to be focusing on your relationships around this full moon. It just feels a little bit more like you are wanting to share, and I think you're actually going to be beneficiary of that sharing. People are going to actually show how they value you at the beginning of this month. It could just be that you take a risk and share some work or share a thought or something, and people actually appreciate that because you're moving on from something. Ooh, new beginning and firm foundation. I'm going to have to have a conversation with that card because it seemed to want to come out upside down. Now, I don't tend to do reversals with this deck, but it did seem to want to come upside down, but we'll see. You are bookended, similarly with the bookends of the full moons, with 2 pentacles here. So the four is very much about having that stability and security, but it can also be about holding on to something a little bit too much, holding on to what you feel is secure or makes you secure. So that could be why it was upside down at first. Okay, I'm going to get into that in just a second because I'm getting a lot of information on that. But I do think that it's almost like you're getting the go-ahead from somebody like, this is good, we like this. And then you have the kind of okay to move forwards, or you feel within yourself that you have the strength and support to move forwards from something that has maybe been dogged you a little bit, you know. I think that this, especially because it is a sword card, this is almost like your rite of passage. You had to go through something to feel more like, I can breathe, I'm actually doing well, I'm alright. Bearing in mind though, again, if you are Libra rising, this new moon in the middle and as Mercury retrograde will be in your first house of yourself. So this is your first impressions, your attitude, your approach to life, your identity. So maybe you finally got some confirmation that it's okay to just be you and to be free and to just feel. And then you can move on into your power. You can move forward. You can actually ascend into something a lot better, which enables you then to have the new beginning. Now, this card I always see as a transition from seasons. So from autumn or from winter into spring, from somewhere that was kind of less of life into fuller life. So I do see that your new beginnings are going to be, I'm inspired, I can do whatever I need to do and get things done, despite things that may be weighing you down outside of some kind of creation here, some kind of energy, motivation. Something maybe like health could be an issue sometimes where you feel like you don't have enough energy, but this I think is you stepping out and being prepared to step out into the world. Now we get to this card, which is screaming at me because I'm a Libra rising, so it's screaming at me. So maybe around the full moon in the end of October in Taurus, it could just be coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence, actually, so no, it's not coincidence. But this is a mountain, and as soon as I saw the mountain, sometimes when I look at a project in particular, a few projects of mine, I feel like I'm staring up a mountain and I have no energy to do it. It looks insurmountable. I cannot take the steps. I cannot take the steps. But for those of you, I think you're finding a strength to conquer your own mountains. And this is you setting out to do that. This is you setting out to build your firm foundation, to gain strength, to overcome obstacles. So this is you setting out to do something and prove something. But for those of you who it was meant to be upside down for, I think this is you setting out despite the fear of conquering that mountain. Or you don't have as much of a firm foundation as you thought you did. Or you're setting out for the wrong reasons and it's fueling you incorrectly. But for the most part, I see you setting out to secure yourself, to have security, to get this mountain overcome. Your root chakra, a strong base, a strong, solid connection. For some of you, it could be you're setting out, but you need to organise your root chakra first and make sure you're grounded in truth and not anxiety as to, what am I doing? Again, what am I doing? So this is the feeling of, the obstacles, feeling like there's too many cooks here. There's too many people trying to throw you into something. And I just feel that, again, having faith that you're going in the right direction, stepping over some things. Firm foundation seems to have not been the case here. So it's almost like, I'm going to do a clarifier here. Okay. So you got the Emperor. So it's almost as though you, again, another 4, it's almost as though you need this authority, this structure, and you need to overcome maybe a fear of having structure or... Okay, some of you, this is constant interruption. Constant interruption. Constant things being thrown your way, like the fridge breaking or the gate breaking or somebody coming in unexpectedly for a weekend. This is unnecessary distraction and you need to regulate it. You need to make sure that your time is your own time. You need to make sure that if you set aside an hour for meditation or whatever, you stick to it, and also other people know not to interrupt you during that time. And this is about having your authority, making your firm foundations and saying, this is my time. I am not allowing anybody to impose on that. So that is kind of what I'm seeing here. Sometimes it's very difficult to be assertive. Oh no, not those yet. Sometimes it's difficult to be assertive, especially for the diplomat of Libra. But I just feel that you have to put your foot down this month on something. Maybe that's how you are using Mercury retrograde. You're seeing how you can be assertive and you're seeing how you can put that into your self-identity. Chemistry. Ooh. So there's a strong magnetic attraction here with your relationships and friendships of all kinds this month. And it may be because it is your season, so happy birthday to any Libras who are born in October. But it just feels like there is a very deep connection coming through with a lot of people. Maybe stronger with one, but it's your authentic self is actually drawing this chemistry out. And it's only by being your authentic self that you can actually see the chemistry for what it is. So that's really good. I do want another one. An attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So yeah, it is enjoyment. It's actually going, I can't wait to see what's coming through. I deserve it. I'm really good at whatever it is. And just understanding that this is your reward. This is your reward. As soon as you raise your vibration, as soon as you enjoy something, this is definitely going to improve what's coming towards you. Whew, so let's see, what does Libra need to know for the month of October? Okay, you. A time for healing. Yes. So again, I was saying about your root chakra needing to be grounded and maybe going forwards despite any health issues. This, I think, is definitely a case of you taking time. Again, being very structured. I need this hour to just be me. And processing all the day's emotions, all the week's emotions, all the year if you need to. And just kind of understanding where you are and where you're sort of needing tender love and care. I do feel like I want another one here for you as well. Ooh, New Moon and Leo. Confidence is the key to your success. Some of you, if you have Leo in your chart, this is very much a call to that aspect for you. But yeah, I think fake it till you make it is kind of maybe a case in some of you. Just be sure that you believe in yourself. I definitely think that confidence is something that some of you may have a struggle with. I include myself in that, because Libras can be too in service to others, making sure that people like us, making sure that people respond well to us. And that's not what we're here to do. We're here to be our authentic selves and, again, be structured, not authoritarian, but no, you're not crossing this boundary with me. And that, I think, is a firm foundation. You're not crossing the boundary here. I am doing this for myself. There's something that you're choosing, I think, to value more of your time. So valuing your space and your time and your efforts, and valuing your energy as well. I think that's key to how you're going to move into the month ahead and move into things that may sometimes be a struggle, but you're actually going to be finding them a lot easier the more you ground and the more you set those barriers. And I do think you have a support here that's going to help you as well. Somebody who gives you recognition and reward, and it's not like just a social media like or anything like that. It's just somebody who goes, you've got what it takes, I believe in you. And that's all you need. My lovely Libras, I'm going to leave you there, but I hope things go well for you in October. Do let me know what plans you have for the month. Do take care of yourselves and each other, and I will speak to you very, very soon.